Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of my Oxygen Not Included playthrough. I think in today's episode, I want to crack into this cool slush geyser here to start using it to power a metal refinery. I also want to start digging down here to set up a mushroom farm. So I think to start, to preserve temperature, we're going to want to surround this geyser with some insulated tile. Granite's the best since it has, or not granite, sorry, igneous is best since it has a higher overheat and does a slow heating. I think we're going to make this one a decent sized. I need enough space for a pump over here. I think we'll do it about this big. We'll cancel this for now so they can still get in. Next, we're going to want to put in a liquid pump and just for temporarily to get this hydrogen out of here. Actually, I guess we can leave the hydrogen. There's no reason not to. Next, we're just going to put a metal refinery somewhere nearby. Maybe around here, so it's still within our base, and they don't have to do it in hydrogen. Now we're going to use insulated pipe for this, because I don't want all this hot temperature leaking into the environment. We're going to make it come down and into here. As for the output, I don't actually know how hot this is going to end up being, so I'm going to put in a couple of reservoirs. We can first equalize the temperature, and then I can see what it is after, and I can decide what I want to do with it then. Let's tile. Next, we'll need to hook up some power to both our pump and to our refinery. Now, the refinery actually does use over 1,000 watts. We will have to either make use of the heavy watt wire or the conductive wire, which we don't have yet. I think I'm actually going to go with the heavy watt wire here. Just so I don't have to bother with too much refined metal. That does mean I will need to put a joint plate here, so I'll actually cancel this tile for now. And put in the joint plate. I think we can probably get rid of this door. Since hydrogen's the lightest gas, it should generally stay up here. Then we're going to come down and connect that. And I think I'm going to make a temporary third circuit, just so this one can stay on the heavy watt wire, and I don't have to think too hard about it. We're going to put this here instead, on this side. We don't actually have enough for a smart battery just yet. But I'll put down a jumbo battery as well, and just leave space for a smart battery. And I'll keep a little bit of refined metal, about 10. And then once we get enough, we'll put in our smart battery and automation. We'll put this all on a higher priority, that way they can focus it. We've also got a new printable. I think we're just going to take the snazzy suit. And we'll give it to Nicola. I think I want to get these deodorizers set up, and that way, when I start digging this up and all this polluted slimelung comes up, these deodorizers can hopefully catch it. I think we are going to have to deal with slimelung for a little bit, but it happens. I do, in the meantime, want to set up some incubators. I think we're going to set them up. Well, we're already out of refined metal. We'll queue up a bit more over here. In the meantime, we'll just build a surrounding area. We just need a couple, not a lot. And eventually we can use some automation to help save us on power, because these can be really power intensive. This is almost done too, so we'll crank these last couple things up pretty high. For now, I am going to deconstruct that one and actually put a tile here instead. I want to try to analyze this, and I don't want any of the overflow leaking out into the base. I don't know how this little guy got free. Actually, he's pretty old. I think we'll just let nature take its course. I think we'll let nature take its course over here too. We are going to come in and grab a little bit of this sedimentary rock, since we don't have any for our hatches currently. We want sedimentary rock specifically, because that's how we can make stone hatches, and stone hatches are just hatches but better. It is dormant actually, so now we can crack this open. This does mean we won't be able to use our metal refinery for probably a while. We are going to disable this building though, because we're just burning coal for no good reason. So now we're going to analyze this. This will take a while, especially since it's in the hydrogen environment, and they won't want to stay here. We're going to wait till this pay hits her second extra point, and then we'll start distributing the rest of these points. Because I want to make sure she gets skill scrubbed first. I think we are going to make this part the rightmost edge of the base, which does mean it's going to go through this polluted water. But that's something we can funnel down and out of the way. Actually, I guess it doesn't have to be a later on. What we might do then is... Got a couple of these, and we're going to put down a boatload of these deodorizers. That way any backflow that comes out will be caught by these. Yeah, we want to research this, that way we know when the next eruption will occur. Now that we do have these in place, though, I'm a little more confident to start just digging this out. We're going to do it bit by bit, on the off chance they somehow get stuck down here. I guess they can't, but they always surprise me when I'm least expecting it. We'll put down a couple more incubators. We'll just do 3 for now. And these will need to be hooked up to power as well. We're also going to try to set up a little bit of automation. So first we want to check, using the critter sensor, how many critters will be in this room. We're going to make use of the critter sensor and a timer sensor to determine when these will be on, to save us the most power possible. We also have a printable. I don't really care for any of these dupes, so I think we're going to go for the bristleberries. We don't really need this stuff right now, so we are going to shift our focus. Get some more of this automation. We'll go all the way up to computing. I also believe that we have enough space here to take on this water pocket right here. I'm going to block this off for right now. That way it just funnels straight down in into it. Put this on a pretty high priority. I want to get this water out of the way as soon as we can. Nicholas a little busy between that research and the geyser up here, but he should take care of this soon enough. I'd rather for now he actually focus on this. This should be dormant for a while, and I just want to get at this research real quick so we can make use of these incubators. And there comes all the water. It is overflowing a little, but that's fine. We won't need all of it. Yeah, it looks like this can just about take all of this water. And there goes the first slime. Now it's going to start appearing in the air. Hopefully our deodorizers can catch it. Probably been long enough, too. I think I can set up a bottle emptier here. Or here. We can start mopping up all this water, and they'll bottle it into that. And we do have our first stone hatchling egg, so I do want to put that in. Now we do need up to this one. So we'll have to let him go at this for a bit. For this, I think we're going to use stone hatchling in that one as well. Need to mop this up on a little higher priority. That way I can get back down there and keep the generators going. I don't know where all this water is coming from. I'm just going to put this on that and just get it done. There we go. We'll just reconnect those. I also realized since we have a bunch of those shine nymph eggs, we might as well turn them into food. We don't really want them around our base. I think it's fine to leave this unpowered for now. We aren't growing our food, but it's keeping it from being wasted in all of these. Oh, well, too late now. Yeah, I can't even keep up. I think we're gonna... Don't really need more of these regular ones right now, so we'll disable that. Also disable this one. That way it's only one that's using power for now. Actually, if these have a... Ooh. I don't even know how that happened. If these have some automation wire connected, then they won't even run. We don't really need this for now, so I'm going to let him go back to this. I think we're going to queue up through the transit tubes. Really just want the Atmos sensor, but all the stuff before it's not bad. Thankfully, due to his really high science, that he's flying through this research. So even though there is hydrogen here, he's able to still do it really fast. Also got another printable. I think we're going to go with this Devon. It does make his construction a little worse, but he'll get past it soon enough, and he has everything else I'd want in a dupe. That would be a builder digger. I do think we already have a Devon, so this will make things a little confusing. I'm going to give him a different name. We'll call him Charles. Welcome. Charles. We are going to focus him on attacking, building, and digging. Look at... Oh, he was just about to finish too. Just about to compliment you. You disappoint me. Come on. There you go. Alright. Cycle 72 is when we'll be able to finally make use of this metal refinery. Now that we finally have the automation for this, I want to set up a AND gate. And a timer sensor. Connect those. Plug that into there. All the AND gate does is it'll only output green or true if both of the other conditions are true. So for over here, we're going to say if it's below 8. So since 8 is the magic number for this hatch room, it'll hopefully stop hatches being born in here. We still do want some regular hatches being born, but we don't need too many of them. Yeah, this slimelung is starting to just persist around here. As long as it doesn't pass through this point, we'll be fine. With that, I am gonna queue up the next dig. I think we're just gonna go all the way down to here. I do need to start surrounding this with insulated tile, though. I'll start with a tank. We'll just have it outlined for now. While we're waiting for them to dig at this out, I figured I can talk about why I wanted to do this. So, I've always loved playing games, basically my whole life. I kind of wanted to see if I could turn it into something productive at least. I know I'm really new to this. I mean, this is my first series I've ever tried, and I'm doing everything myself. But I think it's really fun. There's a lot to learn, and I'm having fun with the process, so I want to keep going. Even if I'm no Mr. Beast right now. I think I actually put this on too high of a priority, because now all they're doing is focusing on moving it here. Also, I think they're actually fighting the bottleneck dispensers up here. I think I'm just gonna empty these out. It's already being taken care of up there. Well, they're still doing that. I forgot to set this up. This is running a lot more actively than I want it to be. So, we're gonna do 40 for the green and 600 for the red. The length of a cycle is about 600 seconds. I haven't caught them doing the incubating yet, or the lullabying. I guess we can now. We'll see whoever comes to do this. We do need them lullabied, so we'll reset the timer until someone does come and lullaby them. We do need to probably put these on a higher priority. Put these on an 8. Okay. We are going to reset the timer just so she can finish doing it. And I want to see how long she incubates them for. Or lullabies, that's the whole point. Exactly for one cycle. Okay. Yeah, that 600 seconds will cover one cycle. And then they'll be on for 40, and that should give her enough time to come over here and lullaby all of them. Now that we have 2 diggers, this is going so much faster, even if he's not very good at it yet. We do want to get this set up as soon as we can, so that'll be on a high priority. The rest of this on a 6. All you really need them on for is just the lullabied status. They incubate otherwise, even just being an incubator, even if they're not powered. We are going to set up... Oh, we don't have them yet. We'll have to wait till one's born, but we'll set up over here the stone hatches. That's what I wanted this one for. Now that that's taken care of too, we're going to dig a little hole, and then we're going to build some ladders so they can shimmy on over. Dig this out. And then I think we're going to straight down from here, put in some more ladders. Do that. Let's go down all the way. Also need to dig out this. They should be able to do it from here, so I'll just let them walk around. We just need a single crack open. And we'll also probably want to make this tank a little bigger, so we can store more of that water, because we need this away from this side as much as possible. There shouldn't be too much backflow, but for safety. Yeah, as we can see, the slimelung pretty much stops with these deodorizers. However, it is getting spread all over the base. It doesn't really matter, though, unless it's in the air. Might actually put a couple more down, because I don't want this to be festering. We'll just do 2. We'll put more if we need more. I will actually give Charles hard digging, just so we have another person who can crack into that area. Because all we've got is Otto. We're being too reliant on him. We will move him over. He is a night owl. I think we're actually going to make 2 more schedules and put we're going to have 2 dupes per schedule. So we just want to make sure these dupes with the night owl are working during the nighttime, just to get the most out of their traits. And we are going to try to separate the same skills, so we want Otto on a different schedule than Charles. That way we always have at least 1 active. The only ones who really matter what schedule they're on are Charles and Camille. Also got another printable, but I think we're just going to be straight up taking items from now on. I think, though, we might want to shut this off and just start letting gas flow that way. So we can get more carbon dioxide down here. We can re-enable it later, but we're starting to go through our water a little fast. And look at all that being cleaned up. You can even see it on just the regular overlay. You can kind of see where the gas is going to. It's flowing around here and there. They're pushing against each other right here. You can see the fluid oxygen go in and the oxygen come out and flow up, and oh, we love it. We love it. We've got a little bit of slimelung in here, but all these deodorizers should hopefully catch it. And this floral scent is kind of protecting our base, too. We haven't had anyone contract it just yet, so I think we're doing great. Take a look at the gas overlay. You can see it all just flowing up and over. Polluted oxygen's a little heavier than oxygen, but I've seen moments where you'll have oxygen, polluted oxygen, oxygen, polluted oxygen. It'll just be kind of like this layering. I think generally it does try to settle underneath it. We do have our first ice biome, finally. That was a huge find. We really want the wheezeworts and the sleet wheat. We have our first stone hatch. I think it is time. It has to happen eventually. We will have issues like that, though, where they completely get missed. And that could be just because our rancher's asleep or busy or whatever. So this is sinking down underneath the deodorizers, but hopefully this pooling carbon dioxide will keep pushing it up. I think for these guys, we are going to feed them igneous rock instead, since we have a good amount of that. We want to leave the sedimentary for these guys. Although I guess since we have all these stone hatches, since we have all these eggs, we might not need it anymore. We're getting close, but we need it to settle over a little more this way. I think we just get rid of those, that. Also build a ladder here just so they can reach all that. Although I don't think we'll need this space, really. We can take on a little. We're just going to come straight up and just queue all that. I might put this on a higher priority because I want this wall built before they really start digging this out. Because we don't really want this gas going anywhere into our base except through this tunnel. Yeah, it is starting to break out past it a little bit, but not much. I mean, compared to down here, there's thousands of germs where there's barely 1,000 on most of these tiles, and they'll die in the oxygen. So now what I think we can do, since we have these incubators running constantly on a high priority, we can set this egg cracker to always be running these eggs. You really don't need too many. We'll actually wait on the stone hatches until this ranch fills up. So I do want to start getting our farm set up. That was the whole goal of this after all. They do only take slime, so I'll probably set up something like this that has only slime in it. Maybe just a storage bin. But we can just, since it doesn't take a water input, we can just use regular farm tiles and save on the metal. In the meantime, we will start building this. We'll put it right at the bottom. Also put in, because we do want to make this a greenhouse, so we will have to block this off. Suppose we don't need to get rid of those. And then we can put in a farm station. Right there. Now this should be enough to let all the carbon dioxide in, but if we see we're having some gas issues, I'll put in some airflow tiles to let the gas exchange a little better. We'll turn on auto wrangle surplus for these. We don't have anywhere else they're going to go right now, but it'll be another indicator that this place is full. Perfect. Now we're going to set up our fungal spores. Yeah, I think this is actually acting more as a trap for all the carbon dioxide just to fall down here and get stuck. And we are going to get rid of these tiles for now. We got another printable. Free food. I think we're just going to get rid of them for now. We are starting to have some temperature issues here, but I think that's going to be an issue for another time. I'm pretty happy with the progress we made today. We tamed in quotes, the cool slush geyser. We got our metal refinery set up, although we can't use it yet. Got incubators. We dug out a little bit more. We're starting to finally establish the edges of our base. So I think with that, I will see you guys next time.